Hare Krishna, welcome to the session on Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra. Today we will discuss Shloka number 40. Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur yo Mukunda-Narasim janārdaneti jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane śāya dadāty abhīstam. Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur yo Mukunda-Narasim janārdaneti jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane śāya dadāty abhīstam. Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur yo Mukunda-Narasim janārdaneti jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane śāya dadāty abhīstam. Okay, so what's the meaning of this shloka? O mankind, that means, O people, raising my arms, I swear this truth. Whoever chants the holy names, Mukunda, Narasimha, Janardana, every day at the time of death, or every day at the time of death. So if you don't pause between every day and at the time of death, it is like dying every day. Every day at the time of death.
అంటే ప్రభుజీ మనం పడుకున్నాక మార్నింగ్ లేస్తామో తెలియదుగా అందుకనేనా?
కరెక్ట్ కావచ్చు.
కానీ నిద్రను కూడా ఒక విధంగా అలా అంటారు కదా ప్రభుజీ, నిద్రను కూడా ఏదో నేమ్ గుర్తు రావట్లేదు కానీ బట్ ఇట్స్ లైక్
సుషుప్తి.
సుషుప్తి, బట్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ వన్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ డెత్ అన్నట్టుగా చెప్తారు కదా.
శవాసన అంటారు.
బట్ కానీ ఎవ్రీడే వద్దులేండి.
ఎవ్రీడే వద్దు. So there is a comma in between. Okay, whoever chants the holy names Mukunda, Narasimha, Janardana every day at the time of death or in the heat of battle, the Lord will grant their deepest desire, even if they are currently as senseless as stone or wood. Okay, let's look at the word for word meaning. Satyam bravīmi. Satyam means the truth. Bravīmi, I am speaking. Yo Mukunda. Yo means like whoever. There is a game the children play, yo-yo game. It's not that yo-yo. So yo means whoever. Mukunda, the name of the Lord Mukunda. Jīvo japaty. Jīvo japaty. That means in the state of living, in the condition of living. Pāṣāna kāśta. Pāṣāna means like hard metal or steel, something like that. Kāśta is the wood. Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur. Svayam. Manujāh is mankind. Svayam, my own. Ūrdhva-bāhur, with raised arms. Both hands raising up in the air like this. Not like what you see in the screen. The AI tool did not show it properly. O mankind, with raised arms I declare this truth myself. Yo Mukunda Narasimha janārdaneti. Yo, whoever. Mukunda Narasimha janārdana iti, like this. Okay, so examples of some names of the Lord. Whoever chants any names, not just Mukunda Narasimha janārdana, but any names. Just now we recited Govinda-Dāmodara-Stotram, Vishnu Sahasranama-Stotram, Rama-Raksha-Stotram. It can be any names. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Whoever chants these names, what happens? Jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane raneva. Jīvo, the living entity. Japatya, chants. Anu-dinam, every day. Marane, at the time of death. Rane, in the battle. Va, or. Pashana, stone. Kashta, wood. Sadrishāya, similar to, or one who is. Dadāty, he gives. Abhīs, the desired object. To that person, even if they are dull as wood or stone, the Lord grants their deepest desire. Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's recite the shloka and then we'll discuss. Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur.
Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur.
Yo Mukunda-Narasim janārdaneti.
Yo Mukunda-Narasim janārdaneti.
Jīvo japaty-anu-dinam marane raneva.
Jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane raneva.
Pāṣāṇa-kāṣṭa-sadrishāya dadāty abhīs.
Pāṣāṇa-kāṣṭa-sadrusāya dadāty abhīs.
So we'll read the purport. Even those, now we have Aparna, right? Yeah, Aparna, you want to read the purport?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Even those who sincerely endeavor for self-improvement know that it is very hard to quell cherished ambitions. Sometimes these ambitions are so grandiose that we keep them secret, yet we cherish them within. An obscure, untalented man thinks he may be one day become the dictator of the world. An unpublished poet dreams he will become the next Shakespeare, and so on. The materialists are always being encouraged to fan the fires of their ambition. Even children are encouraged by their parents to get ahead. But pure devotees of the Lord are well aware that all worldly ambitions are useless. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, to instruct us, criticizes in his own mind and asks, "Why are you after fame? Why don't you know it's as worthless as dung of a boar?" Srila Raghunatha Dasa Goswami uses an equally graphic metaphor to criticize his mind in the Mana Shiksha, comparing the desire for fame to a filthy dog-eater dancing in his heart. Devotees then must be vigilant that the subtle desire for name, fame, and high position, technically called pratishtasa, does not arise within the heart, since it blocks pure love for Krishna from entering there. In contrast to a devotee, an impersonalist finds it impossible to cleanse his heart completely of materialistic ambition. Even after he subdues some of the grosser ambitions, he still maintains the impossible wish to become God. Srila Prabhupada calls this desire to become one in all respects with the absolute truth, the last snare of Maya. and the demigods in their prayers to Krishna while he was still in the womb of Devaki have given the last word on the impersonalist so-called liberation of merging with the absolute truth. O lotus-eyed Lord, although non-devotees who accept severe austerities and penances to achieve the highest position may think themselves liberated, their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their position of the imagined superiority because they have no regard for your lotus feet. King Kulshekara advises how to get rid of ourselves of all material ambitions. We should chant the holy names of the God, Mukunda, Nrsimha, and Janardana. These are the names of Krishna, and as such, they are contained within the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare. Chanting the names of Krishna awakens one's love for him, and then all one's material ambitions vanish. Srila Prabhupada used to say that just as when someone gets $1 million, all of his $10 and $100 problems automatically are solved. So when we attain the pure love for Krishna, all our petty material needs and desires pale to insignificance. Chanting the name of the Lord in pure ecstatic love puts the devotee in direct touch with the wonderful forms, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord. In that state, the devotee is fully satisfied and loses all traces of egoistic ambition. He becomes simply happy simply to worship, serve, and be with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The history of Dhruva Maharaja illustrates the purifying power of Krishna consciousness. Dhruva sought out the Supreme Lord as a way to obtain the material kingdom. But after he had performed severe austerities and came face to face with Lord Vishnu, he declared, Swamin kritatos svivaram na yache. My dear Lord, I am fully satisfied. I do not ask you for any benediction from material sense gratification. Haribhakta Sudotya. Love of God is dormant within everyone, and to realize that love is to fulfill the purest ambition. The Vaishnavacharyas never advise us to kill our ambitious spirit. Rather, they instruct us to desire only to awaken our taste for pure devotional service.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so in this sloka, what is Kulshekara Alwar telling? He is giving us encouragement. He's giving us the encouragement. He's declaring boldly that whoever chants the holy name of Krishna, like Mukunda, Nrsimha, Janardana, all of their desires will be fulfilled. Even if that person, whoever is ready to chant, even if that person has so many anarthas in his heart is like a rock or a wood, but still the God will fulfill all the desires. Pashana kasta sadrushaya dadāty abhīstam. So the link to the previous shlokas, if you look at the flow, right? Kulshekara Alwar has been presenting in a systematic way. He explained how miserable it is, how miserable the life in the material world is, how temporary this material body is in the world. Idam shariram shatasandhi jarjaram patatyavashyam parinama peshalam kimaushadam pritchasi mooda durmate niramayam Krishna rasayanam piba. Just drink this nectar of Krishna Nama. What use is there for any other medicine? What need is there for any other medicine? that may or may not work. But just drink this Krishna Nama, Krishna Rasayana called Krishna Nama. So Niramaya, Niramaya. What is the meaning of Niramaya there? From that shloka, idam shariram shloka, what is the meaning of the word Niramaya? Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Piva. Amayam means disease. Niramaya means no disease. Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Piba. If you drink this Krishna Rasayanam, you will become disease free. If you have ever recited Dhanvantari mantra, Dhanvantari mantra is recited because Dhanvantari is the god of doctor. He is the celestial doctor, right? So in the Dhanvantari mantra also you will see this Amaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarva Amaya Vinashanaya. Let me show the shloka. So here it is, Dhanvantari. Okay, Dhanvantari Mahamantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Sarva Amaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokanathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. So here this word Amaya, Sarva Amaya, all diseases, Vinashanaya. So there in Idam Shariram Shatasandhi Jarjaram shloka also, if you go to Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra, this shloka, Idam Shariram Shatasandhi Jarjaram Kimmaushadham Prichasi Patatyavashyam Parinama Peshalam Kimmaushadham Prichasi Mooda Durmate Niramayam Krishna Rasayanam Piva. Okay. So Kulshekhara Alwar first presented, he portrayed the hopeless situation in this material world, how temporary the nature of the body, how temporary the nature of life in the material world is. And then what did he say? Even if the problem is described and the solution is given, people don't take the solution. They don't drink. That is the most astonishing thing. They reject the nectar and drink poison. Instead of chanting Narayana's names, instead of chanting Krishna's names, Mukunda, Janardana, Nrsimha, instead of discussing Krishna Katha, people discuss all other topics and they read so many junk books. And then Kulshekhara Alwar presented another problem there, that okay, if somebody wants to chant, now let's say somebody is taking a bead bag in their hand and then chanting. One of the problems that people face is what will my friends think if they look at me chanting? What will my colleagues think? What will my relatives think? Will they think I'm going crazy? I'm not fit for anything. That's why I'm doing bhakti. They'll start thinking like that. So then, Kulshekhar Alwar is giving encouragement to us in the current shloka. Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur yo Mukunda-Narasim janārdaneti jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane raneva pāshāna-kāsta sadrishāya dadāty abhīstam. So Kulshekhar Alwar, he is raising both hands up like this. With both hands raised up, he's giving us a promise. Satyam bravīmi. I'm telling the truth. Satyam paluktunanu antaru kada Telugulo. Satyam bravīmi manujāh svayam ūrdhva-bāhur yo Mukunda-Narasim janārdaneti. Now this declaration of the truth, boldly declaring this truth, Krishna has introduced this. Now Krishna also does this sometimes, saying that if somebody offers me patram pushpam phalam toyam, I will accept. If somebody remembers me at the time of death, they'll come back to my spiritual world. So oftentimes we see Krishna tells the benefit of doing bhakti. What is the result? What is the prayojana of doing bhakti? But if Krishna tells that, people may not take it so seriously. People will think that, oh, because he is God, obviously he is asking us to worship him. So he can only say it once or twice. But if he keeps on saying that, people will think that, oh, he is boasting about himself. Or why is he saying that all the time? That you do this and there is this benefit if you do this. There is this benefit if you hear katha. There is this benefit if you chant the names. If Krishna himself keeps on telling that, it may not look so convincing to people. For example, Microsoft has this beautiful product called Notebook LM that we are all using to make these wonderful slides. So our Sashtanga Pranam to the entire team of the Notebook LM team at Microsoft. Because of them, we are discussing these classes so wonderfully. Because a picture speaks better than 100 words or 1,000 words. So whatever we are discussing, we are able to remember in our mind using these beautiful slides. So
they are doing service indirectly, Prabhuji. They are doing service indirectly.
They are doing service indirectly, yeah. Yes, absolutely. So now let's say if Bill Gates is standing in Seattle downtown holding a billboard. Bill Gates is holding a billboard. Very nice, huh?
Near the gate, Prabhuji.
Near the gate. In San Francisco, Golden Gate Bridge. Let's say Bill Gates is standing at Golden Gate with a billboard and saying, come on, use Notebook LM to prepare beautiful slides. You can generate 10x revenue. You can increase your business by 10x, or you can increase the efficiency of your classes by 20x. If Bill Gates is doing that, it doesn't look so nice. First of all, he is the chairman of the company, and he's the founder, chairman of the company. if he is saying that, it doesn't look nice and it may not be so convincing. That's why Krishna sometimes he says, or few times he says in Bhagavad Gita, and he tells the devotees to declare it boldly like this. Like in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said the same thing to Arjuna. O Krishna, O Arjuna, declare it boldly that a devotee who worships Krishna, who worships me, will always succeed in their life. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. So like that here, Kulshekhar Alwar is declaring boldly. He's telling that, I'm telling by promise. Okay, by father promise. Who is the father? Krishna. By father promise, I'm telling. Because these are the words of the father directly. So he's telling, by father promise, I'm telling you, if you chant, whoever chants, all of your desires will be fulfilled. So that is such a beautiful thing, So devotees are like kalpataru. They are wish fulfilling trees. Even by risking their own lives, they want to help all the mankind to get this benefit. Because they have experienced this happiness, they want to share this happiness with everybody. That's why this Sankirtana movement, it started, primarily it was revived by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago, but it was there even before that. Annamacharya, what is the time frame of Annamacharya? It was much before. Ankita, what did you say?
Krishna sends Narad Muni every time to help his devotees
Yeah.
to declare that if they will follow and pray to Krishna, everything will be sorted. Like they give for Prahlad Maharaj
Yeah.
and also Dhruva Maharaj.
Dhruva, yes. Yeah.
Even Vyasdev also, he wrote the whole Bhagavatam because Narad Muni gave him the proof or the information regarding Krishna. So he sends.
Yeah.
Narad Muni is the main person.
Yeah.
When will you come in to us, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So, so Annamacharya, about Ramesh Garu, Annamacharya, from what century do you know? How many 100 years, 1000 years ago, or
1000 years.
Yeah, so approximately about 1000 years ago, Annamacharya. And we have Purandradas, Tyagaraj, Tulsidas,
Alwars, Prabhuji.
Alwars. Yeah.
Now Prabhupada for us.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about Sankirtana Acharyas. Prabhupada is not a Sankirtana Acharya. Prabhupada is primarily preaching Acharya. But Sankirtana Acharyas, they have personally written so many songs, so many kirtans and bhajans glorifying the Lord, and they personally went on to the streets and sang. That was their main service. Prabhupada's main service was writing Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and constructing temples. He also did Sankirtana.
Yeah, in USA he did Sankirtana only, na Prabhuji? That's how he gathered people.
Yeah. So when we talk about Sankirtana Acharyas, it is like who started, the founder Acharyas of Sankirtana movement. It is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yeah.
Yeah. So whatever Prabhupada has done, he is following the instructions of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is his guru. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is following his guru's instructions. So, but primarily it was the movement, Sankirtana movement was revived by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And before that we had all these other Sankirtana Acharyas. Annamacharya, Tyagaraj, Purandardas, Kabir Das, Tulsi Das, Surdas, are these wonderful Sankirtana Acharyas. So they write these kirtans and they personally go onto the streets to ask everybody to sing. That is the purpose of Sankirtana movement. So what Kulshekhara Alwar is doing is also like that. He is asking everybody to chant. Now there is a significant meaning of why Kulshekhara Alwar is saying, I'm raising my both arms and declaring it boldly. I'm telling you the truth. That means he is asking us also to raise our hands in a mood of surrender and chant these names. He is raising his hands and telling the truth. What will be the benefit of chanting these names? And he is also indicating us, instructing us to raise our hands by surrendering to Krishna and chant the names. So that is what happened, right? When Draupadi in that Asat Sabha, in that Kuru Sabha, when Draupadi was being humiliated, what did Draupadi chant? Draupadi also finally, until the last minute, she was looking for help from different sources, and then she was trying to protect by herself with her two hands. And then finally, what did she do? She gave up. She surrendered to Krishna. She, with both hands raised up in the air, she chanted, Govinda Dwaraka-vasin Krishna Gopi Janapriya Kauravai Paribhutam Mam Kimna Jhanasi Keshava He Nata He Ramanata Vrajanarti Nashana Kairavarnava Bhagnam Mamuddhasrava Janardana Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Vishwatma Vishwabhavana Prapannam Pahi Govinda Kuru Madhye Vashidatam. So that was a prayer. Draupadi chanted by holding both hands up in the air, seeking for help. When you are drowning in the material ocean, not only material ocean, but in the actual ocean, when you are drowning, let's say somebody is drowning in the ocean, how do they ask for help? With both hands raised up, they will ask. So that somebody who is sailing in a nearby boat, if they see the hands, they can come and help.
ప్రభుజీ తెలుగులో చేతులు ఎత్తేసారంటే దే గేవ్ అప్ కదా ప్రభుజీ.
So they gave up all of their efforts.
Their own, correct.
Yeah, they gave up their own efforts and then surrendering to Krishna. Yeah. So instead of surrendering to some other person in the material world, we should surrender to Krishna. So now what is the benefit of doing that? Kulshekhara Alwar is saying three things actually. One is how to chant. How to chant means chant with a mood of surrender. Don't chant just mechanically. Chant with a mood of surrender. I mean, every time you don't have to raise your hands up. Okay? You are sitting in the office. Sri Vidya is sitting in the office at Costco.
మేనేజర్ వచ్చి అడిగితే
Every time she's every time she's raising up hands like this and chanting. So that means in your heart and mind, you can have a mood of surrender. You can have mood of humility and surrender. And with that mood, we have to chant. So that is the first thing Kulshekhar Alwar is saying. With what mood one should chant? How should one chant? We can chant any names. Mukunda, Janardana, Nrsimha. Yo yo Mukunda Narasim janārdaneti. So first thing is, how should we chant? Second thing is, what to chant? Mukunda, Nrsimha, Janardana, any names of Vishnu. And when should we chant? Kulshekhar Alwar is giving all these. How, when, what, why, all these things. When should we chant? Jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane raneva. Jīvo japaty. You chant while you are living. Anu-dinam, every day. Marana samaya, at the time of death. Rane, in the battle. Now we are not army people, we are not soldiers. We are not Kshatriyas. We are not fighting in the Kurukshetra war. But we are fighting this inner battle every second, every minute of our life. We are fighting this inner battle. Every minute there is a Kurukshetra war happening in our life. Every minute there is a problem. Our mind is constantly struggling with anxieties, fears. So chant every day in the heat of battle, and chant at the time of death also. Jīvo japaty anu-dinam marane raneva. Whether you are living or whether you are dying or whether you are fighting with some battle. Okay? So how should we chant? What should we chant? When should we chant? And finally, what happens if somebody chants? What happens? Abhīstam. Dadāty abhīstam. Dadāty means to give. Krishna will give. Abhīstam. Whatever you are desiring. Whatever you are desiring, he will give. If you ask for material benefits also, he will give. But he will give more than that. He will give spiritual benefit also. Like Dhruva. When Dhruva, by the way, talking about Dhruva, today only I came to know about something very interesting. In Andhra Pradesh, near Kakinada, in East Godavari district, there is a temple. That village is called Divili or Divili. Yeah, Divili. The village name is Divili. There's a temple of Lord Venkateshwara, which is 9,000 years old, which is much older than the Tirupati temple. Tirupati temple is 6,000 years old. So this is 9,000 years, and this is called as the first Tirupati. And this is the place where Dhruva meditated and Lord Vishnu gave his darshan to Dhruva. And the beauty of the speciality of this deity of Venkateshwara Swami in the temple, let's say there is a 5-year-old boy standing in front of the deity. And then 5-year-old boy who is like only 3 feet tall. And then let's say there is a 7 feet tall person. And then there is a 5 feet tall person. There is a 6 feet tall person. So no matter what your height is, you will have darshan of that deity equal to your height. And there is a story behind it. So Dhruva, when he was meditating by chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, chanting for 6 months. He was chanting for 6 months, standing on one leg, 5-year-old boy. Looking at this, Sriman Narayana, oh, a 5-year-old boy is doing tapas like this, chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, chanting my names. Let me go. And then Vishnu came. And usually when Vishnu appears, it's a huge, gigantic body, right? It's a big body, very effulgent, brilliant, lot of light coming. And looking at this magnanimous, darshan of the Lord, Dhruva was little afraid because he did not know what to expect. He did not know. He never heard of the description of the Lord. He never read probably the Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga of Bhagavad Gita. So then he was little scared. Then Sriman Narayana told Dhruva that don't worry, you are a small boy, you are of smaller height. I will give you darshan according to your height. According to your personality, I'll give you darshan. And then the same Sriman Narayana appeared to Dhruva like a 3 feet tall, deity, 3 feet tall Sriman Narayana. Otherwise, Sriman Narayana is probably 100,000 feet taller, right? Or maybe more, we don't know. So, but according to the desire of Dhruva, Sriman Narayana appeared to Dhruva like a 3 feet Sriman Narayana. So like that, in that temple in Andhra Pradesh, this is what happens. Ramesh Garu, you are saying something?
That is, Divli is my birthplace.
Oh, that's your birthplace. Wow.
Wow.
అక్కడ
Amazing.
ఆ గుళ్ళోకి వెళ్ళగానే మనకి శాంక్టంకి వెళ్ళే లోపల ఒక పెద్ద కింద పద్మం ఉంటది. అంటే రాతితో చెక్కిన పద్మం ఉంటది, తెలియదు కాబట్టి కలర్స్ అవి వేశారు. అక్కడ నుంచి చూడాలి.
ఓకే.
చూస్తే మనకి ఆ ఒక అనుభూతి కలుగుద్ది అనమాట, ఫీలింగ్. నేను ఎంత హైట్ లో ఉన్నానో నాకు అంత హైట్ లోనే డైటీ కనిపిస్తుంది అనమాట.
ఓకే.
అక్కడ మిశ్రీ ప్రసాదంగా ఇస్తారు, పటికి బెల్లమే ఇస్తారు. అక్కడ ఎంత కావాలంటే అంత ఇస్తారు అనమాట. ఈ లడ్డూలు అవి ఉండవు, అంటే ఇప్పుడు తయారైనవి. కానీ మెయిన్ ప్రసాదం ఏంటంటే మిశ్రీ అనమాట. మనం కలకండ అంటాం చూసా,
అవును,
అది ఇస్తారనమాట. అక్కడ చాలా చిన్న విలేజ్ అనమాట. రీసెంట్ గా ఫర్ ద లాస్ట్ 5 to 10 years బాగా పాపులర్ అయింది. బాగా ఈ మధ్య బాగా డెవలప్ చేశారు కూడాను.
కొండ ఉంటుందా లేకపోతే?
ఏ కొండ ఏం లేదండి, మామూలు ఊరే. బట్ ఎందుకంటే అది తెలిసిన వాళ్ళే వెళ్తారు అక్కడికి. ఎందుకంటే మీరు సామర్లకోట రైల్వే స్టేషన్ దిగి దివిలి వెళ్ళి దివిలి నుంచి వెళ్ళొచ్చు అనమాట. సామర్లకోట రైల్వే స్టేషన్ నుంచి 8 kilometers ఉంటుంది దివిలి. అక్కడి నుంచి 2-3 kilometers తిరుపతి, చిన్న తిరుపతి అంటారు.
మేము ఎంత లక్కీ, మీరు మీ ద్వారా మేము చూసినట్టు.
ప్రభుజీ ఒక డౌట్.
చెప్పండి.
అంటే మీరు 6000 ఇయర్స్ వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి అన్నారు కదా తిరుపతి బాలాజీ.
అవును.
మరి కృష్ణావతారం 5000 ఇయర్స్ కే వచ్చింది కదా. 5000 ఇయర్స్ దాకా కృష్ణావతారము. కృష్ణావతారం తర్వాత కదా వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి అవతారం వచ్చింది.
అవును.
నేను దీనికి
అంటే
ఆన్సర్ చెప్తాను.
6000 ఇయర్స్ ఎలాగా అని డౌట్ వచ్చింది.
అంటే అన్ని
వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి 6000 ఇయర్స్ బ్యాక్ వచ్చారు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి 9000 ఇయర్స్ బ్యాక్ అన్నారు.
రెపిటేషన్ అవుతుంది అందుకని.
ఇవన్నీ యుగాస్ అన్ని రిపీట్ అవుతాయి. ఇప్పుడు
అంటే లాస్ట్ మనకి వచ్చిన కృష్ణుడు 5000 ఇయర్స్ బ్యాకే కదా వచ్చారు. తర్వాత కదా వెంకటేశ్వర అవతారము. మనకి 6000 ఇయర్స్ తిరుపతి.
అవును. ఇప్పుడు మనకి భాగవతంలో బలరాముడు తిరుపతి తీర్థయాత్రకు వెళ్ళాడని ఉంది. సో అది ఎలా అర్థం చేసుకుంటాం మరి భాగవతం ద్వాపర యుగం అయిన తర్వాతే కదా కలియుగం వచ్చింది. కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఆ తీర్థయాత్రలన్నీ ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఒకటి చెప్తారు కదా, కలియుగం మొత్తం అంతమైనా కూడా ద్వారకా పూరీ క్షేత్రం అంతం అవదు, కాశీ ఒకటి ఇలా అంటారు. బట్ ఇఫ్ వి యాక్చువల్లీ డిగ్ డీపర్, I think all the holy places, they will be protected. They will stay. It is not just Puri alone, but maybe there could be other places also. They will not be destructed. So, and the yuga repeats, right? After Kali Yuga, then Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and then Kali Yuga. The yuga cycle repeats. So even though when Balaram visited Tirupati, Venkatachala, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam actually. This word Venkatachala Kshetram is mentioned in Bhagavatam. In Vyasa Bhagavatam, Venkatachala is mentioned. So this is not in Kali Yuga. Balaram did not appear in Kali Yuga. So this happened in Dwapara Yuga, when Krishna Balaram was there and Balaram was doing Tirtha Yatra. Even that time also it was there. Venkatachala Kshetram was there. And all these Punya Kshetras, Puri Kshetram, Tirupati, Bhadrachalam, Vrindavanam, all these Punya Kshetras, they are eternal. They are always there. In every yuga, they will be there. ప్రతి యుగంలో ఉంటాయి అవి, ప్రతి యుగంలో ఉంటాయి. కానీ ఆ యుగంలో ఇప్పుడు ద్వాపర యుగంలో వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి అవతారం లేదు కదా. అంటే మనకెక్కడ అంటే అవతారం లేదంటే అక్కడ విగ్రహ రూపంలో ఉన్నారు. కానీ ఆ లీలలు, ఆ వైభవము అంతా ఎక్కువ అక్కడ ద్వాపర యుగంలో ప్రాచుర్యంలో లేదు. ఎందుకంటే అప్పుడు కృష్ణావతారం కదా మెయిన్. కాబట్టి కృష్ణావతారమే ఎక్కువ ప్రాచుర్యంలో ఉంటుంది అప్పుడు. ఇప్పుడు కలియుగానికి కలియుగ దైవం వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి కాబట్టి మనకి వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి వైభవం వెలుగులోకి వచ్చింది ఇప్పుడు. బట్ ఇవన్నీ ఈ అవతారాలు, ఈ పుణ్యక్షేత్రాలు ఇవన్నీ నిత్య లీలలు. These are eternal leelas, eternal pastimes. They're always happening. Okay? So, coming back to Dhruva, right? It's already 10:08. We'll finish in another 5 minutes. So, Dhruva. Dhruva was, now the fourth point Kulshekara Alwar tells is, what is the benefit of chanting? The benefit of chanting is, all your desires will be fulfilled. Both spiritual and material. If your spiritual desires are fulfilled, then you will not have any material desire actually. Even if somebody starts bhakti with material desire, Bhagavan will purify those material desires, and then Bhagavan will give us the spiritual taste. when Dhruva when Dhruva meditated, I mean chanted for 6 months, what was his desire? His desire was material desire, right? So during that time, his desire, his ambition was to get a kingdom greater than that of his grandfather, great grandfather, greater than that of Brahma. But when he had darshan of Sriman Narayana, he said, Sthanabhilashi tapasi stitoham mam praptavan deva munindra guhyam kachan vichinnapi divya ratnam swamin krutartosi varam nayache. In the purport that Aparna read, we can see that line, Swamin krutartosi varam nayache. So that full shloka is Sthanabhilashi tapasi stitoham. Desiring for a position, desiring for wealth, great wealth. I am situated in this tapas for 6 months. Sthanabhilashi tapasi stitoham mam praptavan deva munindra guhyam. But after attaining you, after seeing your darshan, O Swami, which is very difficult for even for great yogis and munis, mam praptavan deva munindra guhyam kachan vichinnapi divya ratnam. Kachan means like broken glasses, broken pieces of glasses. Kachan vichin api divya ratnam. The desire that I had, now I feel like it is broken pieces of glass. Because now I have obtained Kohinoor diamond. I have obtained the diamond. Divya ratnam. Swamin krutarto sivaram nayache. Now I don't want anything else. So all his material desires were removed. How did they were removed? How they were removed? Simply by chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Like that. That is what Kulshekhar Alwar is saying here. Pashana kashta dadrushaya dadas Pashana kashta sadrushaya dadāty abhīstam. Even if your heart is stone-hearted, rock, like a wood, that heart will melt. By chanting the names, that heart will melt. And then all your desires will be fulfilled. Okay? So that is the message from this shloka. Any questions, comments, reflections?
ప్రభుజీ నిన్న మీరు చదివిన గోవింద దామోదర్ స్తుతి కూడా the main essence of that Govinda Damodar Stuti for peace when we are in distress and at the last moment of our life for that purpose.
Yeah.
Chanting of those, reciting of those slokas is also the main purpose of Bilavamangala Thakur is like that.
Yeah. Because that's like a summary. The 71 shlokas of Govinda Damodara Stotram is a summary of all Krishna Leelas. So whoever recites, yes, Ramesh Garu has a good point. Whoever recites Govinda Damodara Stotram, it's like a meditation on all the Leelas of Krishna.
Very nice, correct.
Yeah, Leelas in Dwaraka, Leelas in Vrindavan, Leelas in Mathura, Leelas of Ramachandra, Nrsimha Leela, Yo yo Mukunda Janardana Narasimheti. All these things.
గజేంద్ర మోక్షం కూడా వచ్చినట్టు
Gajendra, yes. Draupadi starts with Draupadi, the first shloka.
I wanted to ask about that only because you did say about when Draupadi raised her hand and you used that whole leela. I was thinking about this first shloka only because the picture in the slide is like that. So I was just thinking about that.
Yeah. Agre kurunam atapandavanam dushyasanena hritavatrakesha Krishna tadhanyo shadadanyanada Govinda damodara madhaveti. So Draupadi did not have any other shelter. Krishna tadhakroshat ananyanada. There is no other shelter other than Krishna. Then she chanted. That is how we have to understand that shloka, that line. Why there is a Govinda Damodara Madhaveti at the end of every line? What is the meaning of iti there? Iti means like this. Like Govinda Damodara Madhava, Draupadi also chanted. Because there is no other shelter. So the first line there, okay, let me show the slide there.
Yes, thank you.
So agre kurunam atapandavanam. So in the Kuru Sabha, there are all the great personalities from Kuru Kaurava's side and Pandavas. Dushasanena Hritavastrakesha. Dushasana was dragging Draupadi, holding her hair and disrobing, trying to disrobe her sari. Krishna tadakroshat ananyanatha. Here the word Krishna, it is not Sri Krishna, it is Draupadi. Krishna tadakrosha dhananyanada. Okay, being distressed and with so much anger on her own husbands, Pandavas, who are not helping her, and Bhishma, Drona, they are not helping her. So with so much of anger, frustration, despair, akrosham, with so much of agony in her heart. So that name Krishna means Draupadi, because she is also in the dark complexion like that of Krishna. And if it is a male, we write Krishna. If it is a female, we have to write the dirgham, Krishna. Okay, so Krishna means Draupadi. Tadakrosha, with so much of agony, Ananyanatha. She called out to that Natha, that Sri Krishna. How did she call? How did she call for help? By chanting Krishna's names like Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Like that, how everybody, every leela, in every leela. Now this is another leela where gopis, they are selling different milk products. How are they selling? They are selling Govinda Lelo, Damodara Lelo, Madhava Lelo. And when gopis, they are churning butter. How are they churning butter? Every time, throughout the time they are churning butter, they are singing Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. So like that, in every leela, how different personalities, how they are chanting. So this is a beautiful stotra. Yeah. Yeah, as time permits, we can try to understand the meaning of the Govinda-Damodara Stotra also.
Prabhuji, recently my healing guru gave us one Krishna mantra.
Okay.
So I chant that mantra.
Mm.
Om Aim Hrim Srim Klim Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha Sarvadharaya Bhagavate Mama Sarva Rogan Vinasaya Jvala Jvala Evam Dirghayusham Kurkur Swaha Om Sarvadharaya Shantaya Parabrahmane Namaha Dirghayusham Prayachasya Sarva Rogan Vinasaya Swaha. The entire meaning ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు కొంతమంది భగవద్గీత చదువుతారు, కొంతమంది భాగవతం చదువుతారు, కొంతమంది స్తోత్రాలు చదువుతారు. బట్ దోస్ హు ఆర్ కమింగ్ టు దీస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్లాసెస్ వాళ్ళకి కొన్ని మంత్రాలు ఇస్తుంటారు అనమాట. ఇది చదివితే గనక ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏదైతే చెప్పుకున్నామో అన్ని రోగాలు, అన్ని మెటీరియల్ డిజైర్స్, మీకు సంతోషాలు, అన్ని దీర్ఘాయుషు అన్నీ కూడా లభిస్తాయి అని. అంటే ఇది చదవటానికి కొన్ని ప్రొసీజర్స్ ఉంటాయన్నమాట. ఆ ప్రొసీజర్ ప్రకారం చదవాలి. రీసెంట్లీ గేవ్స్ అనమాట.
ఓకే, సో ద హీలింగ్ గురు వెరీ ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నారా ఇంకా ఆయన?
He is in Ahmedabad.
Okay.
There are so many classes అంటే ఆస్ట్రాలజీ గురించి దాని గురించి చెప్తారు ఆయన. మోర్ దాన్ 25 years నుంచి ఆస్ట్రాలజీ కూడా ఉంటుంది. క్లాసెస్, మంత్ర క్లాసెస్ అవి ఉంటాయి. దీన్ని మేము వేదిక్ స్విచ్ వర్డ్స్ అంటారు, అందుట్లో ఇస్తారు. ఒక్కొక్కసారి మంత్ర క్లాసెస్ అని కండక్ట్ చేస్తారు. అందులో మాకన్నీ ఈ మంత్రాలే ఉంటాయి. కృష్ణుడి గురించి సంబంధించిన రకరకాల మంత్రాలు ఉంటాయి. వేరే దేవీ దేవతలు కూడా ఉంటాయి. అంటే క్లాస్కి వచ్చే వాళ్ళందరూ కృష్ణుడి గురించి రారు కదా, వేరే పర్పస్ కొని వస్తారు. కాబట్టి విల్ కవర్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ అనమాట.
So I'll end with one last thing. Nama Rupa Guna Leela. This is the order. This is the sequence. Nama, by chanting the Nama, it will give us the boarding pass. It will give us the entry to see Krishna's Rupam, Krishna's Gunas, Krishna's Leela. Right now, we cannot see Krishna, right? We can only see his Archa Murti Vigraha, but we cannot see his form. We cannot see his darshan. So the Nama will give us the boarding pass. So this is a sequence: Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. By chanting the names sincerely, attentively, with so much of faith, in a mood of surrender, we will get his darshan, Rupa. And when we see his Rupam, then our heart will melt, seeing his compassion, seeing his Divya Mangala Rupam. All the gunas, all his characteristics, qualities will be revealed to us. And then Leela, then we can play with him, we can offer pranama to him, we can worship him, we can become part of the Leela. So Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. So Nama is the first thing in the sequence.
In one word, it is called as glories of Sri Krishna.
Glories of Sri Krishna. Yeah.
I shared one document at the beginning. In that document, it is categorized as Nama, Rupa, Guna, Leela. Various things are categorized.
Yeah.
If you remember that, I shared that document with you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Shri Kulashekara Alwar Virachita Mukunda-Mālā-Stotra ki Jai. Shri Leela Shuka Bilva Mangalacharya Virachita Govinda-Damodara Stotram ki
Jai.
Shri Krishna Katamrutam ki
Jai.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Thank
See
you.
you all.
Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.